Good morning, everyone. First time tuning in, I'm Chris, and this is Pia's Projects. All right, real quick before we dive into today's project, hoodies. They're available. So noon, so 4 hours from when this premiered, they are available on the Pia's Projects website. Here's what they look like. And if you pre-order, it's $52, $5 shipping. So 57 bucks. Okay, and that's stateside. Okay, I haven't figured out the international thing yet. That I know will cost more. If you want to order something internationally, talk to me. Okay, before you place an order, and we'll figure out so it gets there. Okay. Now, pre-order is for 10 days. So September 23rd, noon, September 23rd until noon, October 1st. Then pre-order will stop, and basically you'll be off the site until I get what I bring in, okay? And at that point, it goes to $60, and shipping for me is anywhere from $7 to $9. I gotta figure. I'll let you know because I don't know the exact weight of everything. I guess if I could figure out how to do a flat rate, like the guy I'm using to ship the hoodies, then I'll do that. But for right now, expect to spend about $10 more if you wait. Now, if they do very well, they'll stay in stock. If they don't, you know. If you're looking for shirts, I have beetle shirts, rabbit shirts, okay? And if you saw my story earlier this week, working on a Joker shirt too. All right, so, rabbit. Taking the rabbit on Overcrest Rally. So, we have a list. Alright, here we go. Alright, rear sway bar, front strut bar, coolant flush hoses, oil change, air shock upgrade, or the hose upgrade, okay? Swap wheels, tires, mount the fire extinguisher. So, I have a mount. We're gonna fab that up, but we're not doing that until I got some new seats coming. And then also interior. So these last three things, that's all the interior stuff. So what we're going to work on today, air shock hose upgrade. And then see how time works. Maybe we'll look at the rear sway bar kit. See if we can do it this afternoon. If not, that'll probably be next week's stuff. So, first off, jerk up the rear end. Oh, here are the parts we're using. So, quarter-inch line, push fitting for Schrader Valve. Okay. I got this from Switch Suspension. Alright. And then I bought some fresh hose and okay. some. So I think it's like 25 feet of hose, and then adapters and fittings to run everything on the Monroe air shocks. This is from Air Cooled Works, I think. I'll list the parts in the description below in case you guys ever want to do this. I ordered several of these because it was just made more sense. Okay, it just seemed like the better fit at the time. So we're gonna take all the air out. All right, airlines disconnected. We'll pull the whole thing out. All right, I do need to drill out this hole. Alright, there's that. We're gonna do a dry fit first. Alright, and there we go. Snug, and we'll go through and we'll double check, make sure everything is snug when we before we put air to everything. All right, there's that. We'll see how we do that. I'll go ahead and throw the fittings on the other side, and then we'll run some airline. All right, you always want to start with a clean edge. Okay, so I just snipped it, but I'll snip it again. This is what came with when I did air on the Joker, but you want a clean, flat edge. So how it works, you push in, alright, make sure it's seated, and there you go. Will not come out, alright? And then to take it out, you push the collar down, and it slides out. So we're going to zip tie this in place. We're run the, well, at least we're dry run where to put this. Figure out the right setup, okay? And I realized, so I'm not sure if everyone remembers this. Okay, so I've had to move the fitting to the outside because otherwise it's up against the exhaust, okay? It means you're just getting the guarantee. How I ran it last time, I went up and over, okay? But, considering this line is bigger, at least twice the size, well, this clip won't work. I'm not trying to drill a bunch of holes and stuff here if I don't have to. So I'd rather not come up here. Alright. So, before I finish zip tying everything, basically have everything in place. And then, yeah, that should work. Maybe I'll figure out. I'll probably punch this out and put a zip tie here so it's not rubbing up against here. And then I'll put some sort of zip tie here so it stays in place. Okay. Alright. Everyone's seen some sort of portable, inflator or what have you. But usually they come just threaded. Okay. And that doesn't really work in this case because typically just drains air after it puts it in. So I found this adapter. Okay. Thread it on. It's called Chuckmates. I've used it a couple times already. So I will throw the link that I got from Amazon on it down below. So what I do, set it up for alright, when it's loaded, 100 psi, it's about the sweet spot. Alright. 100. I don't hear anything. Definitely has air because it moved. Okay. Yeah, I don't hear anything moving. Okay. Alright. Alright, we're gonna put it on the ground. I'm gonna take this clip out, zip tie here, trim the zips, and then it'll be on the ground. right. I know it's monster damp right now, but that's because it's set up like that, so like when I load the backup, it'll hold everything in there. So, but yeah, success. So, success. It's definitely holding. Definitely a height difference. I'm probably going to raise the front up just a little bit for the rally. I'm fine with being low. I'd rather not risk ending unnecessarily. Also, let's go ahead and pop the hood. So, okay. This, from my understanding, is the coolant temp sensor. I can't find this thing. I don't know. And maybe I'm just looking for the wrong one. But yeah, this thing has not, the coolant temp is not working. That's definitely a gauge I would like working if I'm going to beat up on the car all day. And then I had to lubricate the throttle linkage earlier this week because I had hit the gas and then or the throttle, and then it would just stick. So probably need to throw some brake clean or something, degreaser, clean all that up. I'm probably going to go ahead and replace most of these coolant lines. I need to tighten some of these power lines. I might go ahead and change the terminals as well. And let's should do something about that too. All right, so my plan was to toss this on there, but it is, looks like it's Scirocco specific, which I can't, I guess I could. Oh, yep, it just is. Huh. No worries. So I will, if anyone has Mark 1 front strut bar, awesome. Send it here. Send me a link, you know, give me some info, whatnot. Otherwise, you know, I'm not too worried about it. But air shock hose upgrade done. If a valve. But right now this is a no. That's a yes. All right. Probably working under the motor this upcoming week. I'll try and figure out that rear sway bar. Take some measurements and be a little more prepared for that. But hey, quick little fix update to the rabbit, and yeah, I appreciate everyone watching. Don't forget, pre-orders now until October 1st for a hoodie, and then yeah. So don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. If you want anything else, go to piasprojects.com. And don't forget, there's always a solution.